Merry meet, this is Lady Hawk Owl again. This lighting is really terrible. But I'm just gonna leave it, because this is my second time making this video. The first one cut off, and then, I don't know, my clothes are kind of disgusting and messy. My owl, which keeps flipping, was flipped, and it's like, doesn't want to show its face for some reason. And I want to show you my pretty owl pendant, which I got for like, I got this, where did I get this? I got this in Massachusetts in this store called Crystal Moon or something like that, in this town called Mount Holyoke. I was doing like a music thing, and I went to that store. If you like owls, this is like a great store, because there's like everything owls. It's just like crazy. And I always wanted an owl pendant, and they finally had one. I was like, yay! That was like $10, and I was like, I'm getting it. So yeah, this is my little owl guy. Kind of the only, like, besides of like a bird wing shaped necklace, the only real like actual pagan, I guess you could call it, jewelry I have. But that's not what I want to talk about. I have a hole in my shirt, by the way, and I got kind of burned in there, like a year ago. I was doing like candle things, and I kinda dropped stuff on my stomach, and it burned the hole. It was really sad. I really love the shirt, but I can only wear it in like videos and other stuff like that, because it has a hole. You probably just saw it. Sad. I could try to like repair it, but anyway, let's get to the point of this video. So, I'm a very distractible person. If you're watching this, you can probably tell I have like ADD. So it's like, oh, pretty thing. Anyway, so this is the second part to my Personalities of Stones series. So there's like 8 more stones I want to talk about, and I'm gonna do 4 more now, and then I guess I'm gonna have a part 3 talk about 4 more stones. So yeah, so some things I just wanted to discuss about stones. Stones are fascinating. They have this great metaphysical energy that really gets into your skin if you let it. You know, you take a deep breath and you focus on the energy of the stone wherever you're holding it, in your hands or in your head, or I don't care where you hold it. You can put it on your knee for all I care. But, you know, 3 ideal places that I've heard to put it, amongst many, but there's 3 basic ones I think a lot of people use are your hands or your palm, holding it, or just like going like that, your forehead, right there in the 3rd eye, or your solar plexus, which is like right there somewhere under my little owl guy. And these are 3 great places to put it. These are 3 centers of energy that are really, really valuable. And how do stones help you? Well, this is a very good question, and I'm still trying to, like, discover the answer. And each stone brings to you something unique and distinctive about you, and your physicality, and your mental behaviors, sort of. It makes you aware of certain parts of your being that it's quite surprising, and I think that can help you with your health. And you should ask a healer or shaman about this better, but from my personal experience, it kind of can benefit you with your thought process and your health. And if you have like a negative way of thinking, there's certain stones like malachite, which I'm about to work on, and clear quartz that can scrub out all the negativity and maybe not make you positive necessarily, but make you like neutral and ready to take in the world. So, I mean, I just love stones, and I just love learning about them and all that. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. I think I'm going to talk a little more in the next video, because I'm already on 4 minutes, according to the thing. So let's get started. Okay, which one first? Sodalite. First of all, I just love the color of the stone. It's like dark blue. It looks like the ocean. It's like, it seems like a great water stone to me. Let's see, what did I write about this? These are my little notes. That's the full thing right there. Well, not full thing, there's another page, but sodalite. So what did I say? I said I'm gonna put it to what I had at my palm, and I think I just held it like this. I didn't even hold it, I just held it. There was a tingling in my arms, like throughout my arms. It's still there right now. A calmness that was matched with like a slight more sharp awareness of my surroundings, kind of like a Zen meditation. And sort of, and this all happened at once, and then my pulse felt very strong, and there was almost a sensation of the other world, I said. What did I mean by this? Am I looking in the right place in this camera? Yeah, I am. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to my phone being sideways. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the other world. I think that's so interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I think this would be a great stone for working with, like, ancestors, and a great stone to have around on Samhain and stuff like that. Oh, and I put it to my solar plexus, and I also bring again, put on my solar plexus. What did I write? My handwriting sucks. It's, same as when I held it in my palm, only, like, my pulse felt even stronger. And I was just, like, I was completely aware of what was going on in there, almost, anyway. So, next stone is, pretty sure this is jade. This is a great earth stone, and in my description I'll really describe why, despite I mean, it's like green, it kind of does look like it belongs in the earth. It's got that, like, rugged shape, this particular stone, anyway. But, yeah, so, what did I write about jade? I said, when you hold it in my hand, this has a great mix of qualities. So when I held it in my palm, I felt protected, it's secure, I felt a positive energy, and I felt a great connection with the ground. So I think when you're grounding for a ritual or a spell, this is, like, the perfect stone, like, for me. It's like a perfect earth spell stone, too. That's when I put my hand. I put it on my third eye, right there. And, there's, like, a push forward, or, like, an opening, or into the future. An opening into the future, a push forward, just ever going forward, like an Energizer bunny. That was weird. Yeah, so that's what I felt for that. And then, when I put it to my solar plexus, it was kind of more carefree. I felt like dancing, and I felt a sense of joy and music and celebration. And so you have these qualities of protection and groundedness, an aggressive push forward, and excitement and playful happiness, all in one stone. So I think that's awesome. And this is just a very multi-faced stone. Is that a proper word? Here's another lovely green stone, which I have been carrying around an awful lot lately to, I guess, help my negativity and my, and not really depression, but, like, my feeling of kind of being depressed. Malachite. It's gorgeous, gorgeous green color. It's one of my favorite colors, actually. This, like, almost, not bluish, but, like, a dark green, with all those, like, erosion patterns on it. It's really cool. So I put this one in my palm. And I say it instigates a belief in myself and hope. Again, very good help with negativity. When I held it to my head, I said there was a realization of the self, like a presence or coming into my being. And it was very comforting about my worries and made me feel like everything was going to be okay in the end, even though I didn't know why. And a solar plexus, it said it helped me to feel social, outgoing, communicative, which is, like, really important for me, because I'm really bad at being social, or outgoing, or communicative, so this is great for me. And one last stone. Here is chalcopyrite. Now, these other three stones I found around the house, but this beauty, he's a little roughed up, but, he's great. I actually just brought him because he was pretty, which is, like, really lame, I know, but, I bought him in a little New York stone store around, like, 66th Street, and yeah, I bought this with a couple of other things, so when I put it, hang on 1 second, I have to find it. Okay. So, when I put it in my palm, there's a smooth comfort. I can feel my pulse in my palms, and there's a kind of warmth gentle, comforting quality about it. Oh goodness. This is actually from my head. I kind of switched like the columns around by accident, so that was actually from my head, what I just said. When I put my palm this time, I felt soothed again, kind of like on my head. Very serene, and it made my pulse react a lot. Yeah, absolutely. And just feeling of tallness or feeling important, not like in a stuck-up way, but feeling worthy almost. And then I put on my solar plexus. I felt very woken up and energized and kind of joyful. Not quite like with the jade stone. I didn't want to dance and celebrate, but I felt a feeling of being pleased, a pleased kind of joyful, a calmer joy. And then and finally, is that it? Oh, that's it. Okay, so you should take these stones, and if you have them, and you can buy them, and see how they feel with you.